Today I am going to tell you something about the sea, because we are next to the sea here and must understand the feelings of a sea. Sea is your grandfather in a way, because he gave birth to Lakshmi, who becomes Mahalakshmi later. So the sea, which is the grandfather, we have to show all respect to him. Normally the way people are living in the West, especially, also in India, people go and use it for bathrooms. But also in the West, they use it in a very funny way, that they use it for swimming and all kinds of things, by which they wear funny dresses and lead a very licentious life. This is an insult to the sea. We must respect the sea. In India, we worship the sea. We have to worship the sea. And in the Greek mythology also, they had as we have Varuna, they too had a god for sea. So this god for sea has to be worshipped and has to be understood and to be respected. We cannot be disrespectful. Before entering into sea, you must say namaskar to the sea. And coming out of it also, you must say namaskar. The way we behave towards the sea is not proper. As you know, because of sea, we get rain. If there was no sea, we would not have rain, we would not have anything. Sea is so important to our life. The greatest thing is sea is the Guru, is the Mahaguru, which teaches us so many things. First of all, this Mahaguru is the one who creates salt for us. Christ has said, you are the salt. Salt of the universe. Meaning, you are the one which gives taste and all the qualities of the salt to the human being. So this sea is there, we have to learn a lot from this sea. The first of all is that it has its own maryadas. Supposing you try to press the sea from this side, it will appear on the other side. It always keeps to its maryadas. Such a huge thing, or these oceans are such huge, but they keep to their maryadas, they never cross their maryadas. While we just start encroaching on everybody's maryadas. So the maryadas of the sea is very important, that it just keeps to its own line. You can draw the line when it is a high tide. Next day, whenever there will be high tide, it will be just there. So imagine such a huge thing like an ocean can keep itself to the same maryadas. Why can't we, with such a personality of ours, should keep to ourselves and to our maryadas? Then the second quality of the sea is that it looks after all the animals that are in it. Somehow it is a saltish thing, but there are fishes and there are all kinds of animals which exist in the sea, and that's why it is, we should say, the first life came into being in the sea. So all our forefathers long time back must have been born in the sea, and then we have become human beings. So we have no right to insult the sea where our forefathers must have existed, and then they started coming out one by one as the fish came as a reptile. Now the third quality of the sea is that it is a deep thing. It is very deep. In some places it is extremely deep. If the depth of the sea is reduced even by few feet, there will be problem all over. It keeps to its depth. It doesn't leave its depth. It keeps to its maryadas and it keeps to its depth. In the same way, whatever depth we have got in Sahaja Yoga, we should keep to that. Normally, we should not become cheap type people. We cannot afford. We have to be deep people with deep understanding of Sahaja Yoga, deep understanding of ourselves, because that's a sign of dignity. And that dignity you must have, that majestic nature of the sea you must have. Now these trees as they are, you see, are very surprisingly, they are getting all the wind from the sea. But if you go nearer the sea when they are planted, they all bend towards the sea, never away. They give their sort of gratitude by bending towards the sea, though the wind is blowing the other way now. But they are not bothered about the wind. Their gratitude is to the sea, so they bend towards the sea. Even these trees understand what it is like. Without the sea, we could not have had any transport from places to places as we have been. And also there is a great lot of wealth inside the bed of the sea, which is not yet explored, but once explored, the whole world can be very rich. But they are fighting about it, which part is ours, which part is yours, that in that fight, I think all this inside the sea might shift from one place to another. And lots of wealth, which is like gold, silver, diamonds, are all embedded in the sea. And one day maybe that this Lakshmi might be discovered and we people will be enriched all over. Moreover, when we carry the transport, we carry Lakshmi from one place to another, from another place to this place. So the sea has given us that mobility and movement. I have seen the sea reacts to me very much. It reacts because if there's a light in the sea or a moon in the reflecting, it moves with me. I've seen it, it moves with me. The sea understands me very well because I have a special relationship and a respect for that sea. Now when you are here, I hope you'll understand the value of the sea. Because of the sea you are so much enjoying here. It is giving you such good feelings and all spirituality. There is no need to go to Himalayas. Whatever is covering his Himalayas is what is nothing but the water from the sea only. It's one of the circles that water passes to the Himalayas, then comes back as rivers, again falls into the same sea. They have to come to the sea. So it is, everything ends up here. And then it is allowed, it goes to tapasya. It allows the sun to create that cloud by suffering the heat of the sun, and it becomes vapors. Then it goes as clouds and you get your rain. In the same way, we have to bear the heat of others, anger of others, and create vapors, means the blessings, the vibrations for others. It is with me, same thing. When I see somebody who is sick and I treat him, of course I have to bear a little bit, sometimes quite a lot. Then I absorb it, and then they become vibrations. They just start flowing as vibrations. So this is what you have to learn from the sea, which is very important for Sahaja Yogis, that you absorb everything, doesn't matter. But don't get attached to it and let it become vapors, and the sea can now become the vapors. As you all are here, all these vapors as vibrations should flow. This method